Hey guys, this is Moses from Act 11 Project. I'm just here to, encourage you guys. We've been having our weekly video blog, and this is just my part, and I'm just here to encourage you guys on how to be a Bible preaching Christian, at work, So, one thing, I'm gonna just dive into the scripture, so we and this is gonna be, a practical example of what I've been through, at work. Because one thing we see is a lot of believers, we go to work and we feel bad because we never preached the gospel, or because we didn't tell this one guy the gospel, or because we're just wonder how can I have them preach the gospel at work? There's so much rules and people don't want to hear about your religion. People don't want to hear about the gospel. What do? And I've been in that situation where, man, I go to home just feeling guilty because I was supposed to share the gospel with this guy, but I didn't. So, but one thing, but the first thing to do is Colossians chapter 3 verse 23 says, and whatever you do it heartily as to the Lord and not to man. So first of all, the one thing we need to know as believers, our job, at my workplace, at your workplace, you need and I need to take it as serving the Lord. So while at work, we're serving God. We're still living out the gospel of Jesus Christ. We're preaching it out, but that's not enough. People still got to hear it. So now, and we look down in Colossians chapter 4 again, and Paul says in verse 2, well, let me just read from verse 3. He says, meanwhile praying also for us that God will open to us a door for the word to speak the mystery of Christ, for which I am also in chains. So Paul is praying that God will open a door for him, a door of opportunity. Some scripture says that, the other version say door of opportunity to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ. So now one thing we know is serving the Lord heartily, as the scripture says, in our work will surely open this door for us. And as believer, you have to pay attention to this opportunity that the door that's going to be open for you to preach the gospel. One thing we know about the gospel, Paul says the gospel is the power of God that saves us. So the gospel, there's power in the gospel. So no matter how minutes you spend saying the gospel, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 1 second, it doesn't take away from the power. The full power, you're speaking it to people. So we need to have this culture. And a practical example is, a guy once told me at my job, like, yo, you're so young and you look like you have your head straight in whatever you want to do, into your life, And right there, I could just tell him, thank you. That's good. That's a good compliment. But what I did, I was like, yo, it wasn't me. Like, I wasn't like that. It was the gospel of Christ. And boom, I preached the gospel to him. And also, when we serve the Lord wholeheartedly at our job and all these things, it's going to automatically open doors of opportunity that we have to take advantage. So, don't be so stressed out about how to preach the gospel at your job. The doors will be open. One thing you need to do is capitalize on that. All those good compliments you receive about your smile, about the peace you have, good smile. Tell them about the peace of Christ. Tell them about the thing that God has done in your life. Just be a testimony to them. That's one of the ways we can be a Bible preaching or a gospel-centered Christian at our job, preaching the gospel while serving the Lord heartedly. And God by itself is going to open the door of opportunity at your job. So one thing you need to just do at your job right now is the weekend. So you get to work on Monday, make friends, be friends with people, be friendly, show the love of Christ to them. And through that, I guarantee you, God is going to open the door of opportunity to preach the gospel. Thank you guys. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and our Facebook page. See ya. Bye.